Hey everyone, this is Jamie Castillo, and this is my video response for Unit 3 for PE 556. So pretty much the question says to use the textbook and video presentation to discuss daily operational plans for a sports facility to include operational needs on a typical service day and to be specific. Um, so I work at the YMCA in Fullerton as a swim coach, but I've also been able to work with a bunch of different departments. So at my facility here, we have a lobby, we have two multi-purpose rooms, a kids zone, a basketball court, a weightlifting zone, a cardio zone, which is like a bunch of treadmills and ellipticals and all that kind of stuff. We have a swimming pool because I'm the head swim coach, a indoor soccer arena, a kids playground, and a patio. And the patio is pretty much used for like dining purposes, or if parents are like waiting on their kids or like just hanging out, they can use that as well. So there's a lot of different operational needs, and so from what I know in a typical day, especially for my lifeguards, we deal with a lot of different areas. So lifeguard doesn't just deal with just the pool; they kind of go around, and we also have what we call an MOD, which is a manager on duty, and they pretty much just oversee everything. So for like the weightlifting rooms, they need to make sure like every morning they go around and they check to make sure each equipment is working properly, and that if for whatever reason a member comes up to an MOD or any staff and says like, hey, it's making a weird noise, or it's not clicking in right, or can you help me use it, they will like at that point check the equipment again to make sure that it's working properly and that there's no any breaking points. If there's for some reason like the seat's not working or like maybe a screw is loose, they'll tape it off and say that it's out of order, I guess is the correct way to put it. So that way they can make sure nobody's going to use it. Our managers also every 15 minutes, 30 minutes or so, they'll walk the facility to make sure that one, the staff is working properly, two, the areas are all cleaned up. We do have 2 locker rooms for women, so 1 indoor and 1 at the swimming pool, and then 2 men's, 1 indoors and 1 at the swimming pool. So they go around, they look in the locker rooms to make sure that the locker rooms are nice and neat and that there's no suspicious activity, because there's always that potential chance that somebody's things and belongings can get stolen. For as long as the weight room works out, they go around. If any of the weights look like they're out of place, or they see like a young child maybe running around, or they're messing around with the equipment, they're going to approach that child and tell them, hey, you need to stop. Or kids who are under the age of 13 are not allowed to be in the weight room unless they're with an adult, like going along with the adult. As far as our pool system, I know when they open, they walk around the pool, they make sure everything is cleaned up. So like kickboards, any type of equipment, it's all put away, that there's no excessive water. They also have to check the pool to make sure that the pH level is balanced. If for whatever reason it's completely out of the zone, they won't be able to run the pool that day until they get it back into check. Which at that point we only have several, like the opening guard is allowed to check it. Our director is allowed to check it. Any of the MODs are allowed to check pH balance, and our closing guard is allowed to check the pH balance. We really can't allow anyone else to do it unless they're strictly trained for it, because you don't know what to look for. And that way these individuals can appropriately handle the situation need be. Every hour or so, well, every 20 minutes, our lifeguards walk around the pool deck. They scan the area, and they're also obviously looking in the pool. We have swim lessons, we have swim team, and we have open swim. So when you have so much traffic going through an area, you just need to make sure that it's clean. If a lane line looks like it's broken, or like a child has complained that the lane line like scratched them or poked them, we have to take that lane line out and fix it. We do have bleachers by the soccer arena. Those pretty much for the main reason stay put. If there's like a dent in it, they'll pull that one. They're movable, so they'll pull it to the back, and we have a maintenance manager who comes in 5 days a week to come fix all of our equipment, so that we're not constantly purchasing them and we don't have to outsource our our equipment to somebody to get it fixed. Most of the time, we'll just have our maintenance manager do it. So that really helps too. And then lastly, like the soccer arena, the lights have to be on. If for whatever reason the lights aren't working, we can't have anybody on there. If the turf is extremely wet and the people are not wearing shoes, or if someone's not wearing shoes, they're not allowed to use it. Soccer, I know this is kind of going into like contracts and everything, but if they're swimming or they're taking part in any type of program or they're playing soccer, because we have an indoor adult soccer league competes here, they have to sign a waiver form. So the managers will check that before they're allowed to get into the pool or they're allowed to use the soccer arena as well. And that's pretty much ran directly by the directors. We have a sports director, a membership director, fitness director, and we also have an aquatics director. So those are the main items kind of going through our facility. If there's a yoga, we have a yoga room and we have a multi-purpose room area. Like they can do other exercises. They check that equipment daily as well. And just pretty much making sure that everything is working properly. If there's, for whatever reason, even the smallest problem, they're gonna pull everything off, close it off, fix it, and hopefully it's a one-day turnaround so that way we won't have upset members as well. So that's my response. I look forward to hearing everybody else's responses and have a great day.